Welcome to the Talkin Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. July still big opportunity for Tennessee. It can still be a big month on the recruiting trail for the Vols. I know some people are kind of hung up on the deal with Francis Mauigoa. I get it. Some people still want to talk about Carnell Tate. It is what it is. How quickly people forget about our five-star quarterback, Nico Iamaleava. How quickly people have forgotten about the commitment from the number one player in the state of Tennessee, Caleb Herring. They've forgotten about Ethan Davis, the big stud tight end out of Georgia, a guy with a ton of athletic potential, a guy that is going to be a huge weapon for Nico Iamaleava moving forward in this class of 23. But Tennessee has an opportunity to land another major weapon on the offensive side of the ball. That is Cameron Seldon. He is a four-star athlete out of the state of Virginia, recently predicted to Tennessee. The crystal balls are starting to roll in. Got a crystal ball prediction from Steve Wiltfong over at 24/7 Sports. Also a crystal ball from Brian Doan, 24/7 Sports national recruiting analyst. So it appears that Cameron Seldon could be on his way to Rocky Top. And I get it. Some of you guys are going to say, well, Boogie, Francis Mauigoa was predicted to Tennessee. What about Carnell Tate? He was predicted to Tennessee as well. But you got to look at how those played out. They were predicted to Tennessee early. Tennessee led over at On3 in the recruiting prediction machine early. But then as things started to change down the stretch, the closer we got to the decision, the more things started to shift away from Tennessee. It's the opposite with Cameron Seldon. Everybody had him landing at Penn State. As the recruitment starts to wind down, scheduled to make his decision tomorrow around 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, now things are starting to trend towards the good guys. We'll talk about what that means, but as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it is easy, it helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we are not insiders, we are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. So let's take a look at Cameron Seldon. You can see there on3.com. This is a four-star athlete, 6'1.5", 215 pounds out of Virginia. Again, On3 consensus there has him ranked as a top 5 athlete in the country, number 2 player out of the state of Virginia. And that's a big deal, man. When you look at recruiting, obviously we talk about locking down the state, putting up a wall, putting up a border, keeping your in-state talent home on Rocky Top. But it's also important to go out to the neighboring states, go into Georgia, get a lot of talent, go into Kentucky, and pulled the top player out of the state of Kentucky, Christian Conyer. Now you have the opportunity to go into Virginia and pull who I think is the best player out of the state of Virginia. When you look at Cameron Seldon, his athleticism, his size, his speed, this guy is going to be a weapon in this Josh Heupel offense. And I kind of wonder if that's what sold him on making it to Knoxville, because when you look at the On3 recruiting prediction machine there, now you can see Tennessee just absolutely way out in front. And if you go back to when Cameron Seldon dropped his top 3, it wasn't even close. It was all Penn State, and Cameron Seldon was in Knoxville. He took his official visit back on June the 17th. Felt like Tennessee had a good visit there, but he was kind of quiet. Couldn't really get a gauge on where he was at, and you knew he was going to Penn State that very next weekend for another official visit. That was Penn State's opportunity to kind of close the door, lock it up, seal the deal, and it appears that they are going to fail to do that. Now, again, a crystal ball doesn't mean it's a done deal, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's a done deal. Cameron Seldon is on his way to Rocky Top. We will find out officially tomorrow. Now, what he brings to the table, again, just an absolute weapon. He is a track guy. Back when he dropped his top 3, I showed the clip from his track and field event. Oh, my goodness, does this kid have the size and the speed? It almost looks like a superhero. It doesn't even look real because he is so much bigger than everybody else on the track, but also so much faster. The scouting report, size is unverified, but looks and plays big. Dynamic high school playmaker who projects the receiver, but could legitimately play several different positions in the future. And that's part of the question, too. Is Tennessee selling Cameron Seldon on playing wide receiver? Everything that I had seen is that he wants to play wide receiver at the next level. But when you look at the class of 23, you look at the need. What is a need? Well, we need wide receivers, but we are desperately needing running backs too. What is it about the running back position in this offense? It seems that this coaching staff is struggling to get running backs, whether that be through the transfer portal, whether that be through recruiting. They do have some good young talent there. Justin Williams-Thomas Dylan Sampson coming in the class of 22. Those were some nice pickups. I'm excited to see how they transition into this offense. I think Justin Williams-Thomas is a guy that could possibly get a lot of playing time this fall once we kind of get into the season. Can he grasp the pass protection schemes? But he's a guy with a lot of talent. But in the class of 23, they've got Will Stallings in the boat, 3-star running back out of Las Vegas. But they've struggled, man. They've struggled, targeted a few guys in the transfer portal. Are they bringing Cameron Seldon into Knoxville to play wide receiver, to play running back, or to play a little bit of both? But the bottom line is I like his versatility. I like the ability to move him back, to move him around, do different things, shift him in motion, use him on some jet sweeps. I think he really gives you an opportunity to kind of open up this offense even more. The scouting report goes on to talk about his versatility. It says there he got snaps at quarterback, receiver, corner, safety, and kick returner as a sophomore. Quantifiable athleticism that clearly manifests on the field. Ran a 10.8 100-meter and a 22.2 200-meter during sophomore track seasons. He's ran even faster times since then. He's clocked a 10.74 in the 100-meter. So, again, just an absolute burner with size, with SEC size. He's got SEC size, SEC speed. Says he shows terrific run after catch ability and run strength. Limited sophomore sample size with an abbreviated 3-game spring season. Faces lower level of competition, raw in general, but particularly in position-specific technical areas. And, again, that right there tells me, does he need to focus in and either be a wide receiver or be a running back, or can Tennessee just use that raw athleticism and use him kind of as a utility guy, bounce him around wherever they need him? Says, nevertheless, a true football player with high-level instincts and playmaking athleticism, projects to the Power 5 level as an impact player at receiver. So if Tennessee can close the door, if they get Cameron Seldon in the boat tomorrow, again, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, he's scheduled to make his decision. July is still picking up to be a big month. And I know the stargazers are going to look at Francis Mauigoa and say, we missed the 5-star, nothing else matters. They've already forgotten. They've already forgotten that Tennessee landed a 5-star in the class of 24 just an hour after the Francis Mauigoa commitment. But everybody's not talking about that. They just talk about the misses, not the hits. But you get Cameron Seldon in the boat July 7th, then I think we continue that momentum, and then the focus shifts. You move to the next day. Shamrod Umarov scheduled to make his decision on July the 8th. How hard is Georgia pushing there? You know, Georgia wanted him to push back his decision date so that they could kind of look at the recruiting board. And Shamrod Umarov might not even been a take at Georgia at the time. But he's still pulling the trigger on July 8th. How hard are they pushing after they had the kid decommit? Where are they at? Where is Shamrod Umarov at on their recruiting board? Follow that up on July the 10th. You got Jalen Smith scheduled to make his decision. I think he's a VAWL lock. Shandavion Bradley, a guy that you guys keep asking a lot about, the edge rusher. Hopefully Tennessee can get him back on campus in July. He's scheduled to make a decision, I believe, in August. The recruiting dead period opens up the last week of July. Can Tennessee get the big edge rusher back on campus? If so, I like the odds for Shandavion Bradley to pull the trigger. And again, I'm talking about a lot of talent here. A lot of talent. There's a lot of talent. Made a video yesterday about the offensive line. Where do you go after Francis Mauigoa decided to go to Miami? A lot of talent. A lot of targets. This is a long way away from signing day, and I think Tennessee is still set to have a pretty dang good class for 2023. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Cameron Seldon. Do you think he's a VAWL lock? Do you feel confident that Steve Wiltfong has put in the crystal ball? Let me know your thoughts. How do you think Tennessee should use him? Running back, wide receiver, versatility, utility type guy. Let me know your thoughts. Also, if you have not done so, make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out our official merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. Got the brand new shirt everybody's talking about, Kentucky's Daddy. It doesn't say beat Kentucky. We're just going to let them know who their daddy is. Check out that merchandise as well as the old favorites. But that's going to do it for this one. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you to all the new members of the channel. We were talking about it last night on the NCAA stream. Almost 13,000 subscribers. If everybody joined this channel for 99 cents a month, that goes a long way. Boogie's going to be doing this full-time. Morning streams, evening streams, more content, more videos. So if you can spare $1 a month, hit that join button down below right beside subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.